Have you ever wondered how humanity managed to break the bonds of Earth to explore the vastness of space? It all started in the mid-20th century, when the world was in the throes of the Cold War. The Soviet Union launched the first artificial satellite, Sputnik, in 1957. This marked the beginning of the space age, a time of intense competition and unprecedented scientific achievements. Just 4 years later, in 1961, the Soviets made history once again. This time, they sent the first human into space. Yuri Gagarin, a young Soviet pilot, became the first person to look down on our planet from the darkness of space. His voyage lasted only 108 minutes, but it changed the course of history forever. These initial steps into space marked the beginning of a new era for mankind, an era of exploration, discovery, and unimaginable advancements. Following the first ventures into space, mankind set its sights on our closest celestial neighbor, the Moon. The late 60s were a period of intense anticipation and remarkable achievements. As the world watched with bated breath, the United States Space Agency, NASA, embarked on a series of missions known as Apollo. The Apollo missions were ambitious, aiming to put man on the Moon. The stakes were high, but the rewards even higher. The world would never be the same again if we could set foot on another celestial body. July 20th, 1969 marked a crucial turning point in human history. Apollo 11, commanded by Neil Armstrong with Edwin Buzz Aldrin as the lunar module pilot, achieved what was once thought impossible. They landed on the Moon. Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," echoed around the world, signifying an achievement that transcended national boundaries. Armstrong and Aldrin weren't alone in this endeavor. They were followed by 10 more astronauts who landed on the Moon under the Apollo banner. These missions not only expanded our knowledge of the Moon, but also tested the limits of human resilience and technological capabilities. However, by 1972, the Apollo missions had come to an end with Apollo 17. Eugene Cernan, the last man to walk on the Moon, left behind his footprints and a parting message: "We leave as we came, and God willing as we shall return, with peace and hope for all mankind." The moon landings proved that humans could overcome the challenges of space travel, paving the way for even more ambitious missions. Yet, the Moon remains the furthest we have ventured from our home planet. The end of the Apollo era marked not an end, but a pause, a moment of reflection before we take the next giant leap into the vast expanse of space. With the Moon conquered, focus shifted towards creating a permanent presence in space. This brought us to the era of space stations, a leap in our space exploration journey. The first of these were the early Soviet Salyut and the American Skylab, paving the way for what was to come. These initial space stations were crucial in understanding how humans could live and work in space for extended periods. They set the stage for larger, more complex stations, capable of hosting astronauts from different nations. Fast forward to today, the International Space Station, a marvel of international cooperation and engineering, orbits Earth. Here, astronauts conduct cutting-edge research, pushing the boundaries of our knowledge about life in space. From humble beginnings to a multinational research laboratory, space stations have indeed come a long way. Space stations have become our home away from home, a testament to human ingenuity and the desire to push the boundaries of what's possible. Now that we've glimpsed the past, what does the future hold for space exploration? It's a question that sparks the imagination. As we speak, rovers like Perseverance are traversing the Martian landscape, acting as our eyes and ears on the Red Planet, paving the way for the first manned mission to Mars. In the not-so-distant future, we may see astronauts set foot on Mars, a moment that will surely rival the moon landing in its historical significance. And it's not just NASA leading the charge. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are revolutionizing space travel, bringing us closer to a future where space tourism may become a reality. They're pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible, creating a new frontier for human discovery. As we stand on the brink of a new era, one thing remains certain: the human journey to the stars has only just begun.